So next we can see the laser diode rate equation. Okay, so the relationship between optical power, output power and the drive current can be determined by the rate equations. Okay, the relation between output power and the drive current can be examined using the rate equation. Okay, so now the total carrier population can be determined by using carrier injection, spontaneous recombination and stimulated emission. We know the laser operated based on three principles. So based on that we can calculate the carrier population. Okay, so in PN junction diode with the carrier confinement region, can take the depth as d and the rate equation is given by the number of photon value phi. It is given as d phi by dt is equal to Cn phi plus Rsp minus phi by tau ph. So what is the Cn phi? Cn into phi means the stimulated emission value. Rsp is the spontaneous emission value and it is the photon loss. Okay. And next the number of electrons. So this is the number of photons. Number of electrons can be given as dN by dt is equal to J by Qd, that is the carrier. That is the carrier injection value, and the minus n by tau sp is the spontaneous recombination, and minus Cn phi is the stimulated emission. So stimulated emission is given by Cn into phi value. Okay, and it is given by spontaneous recombination. Okay, so C is the coefficient which describes the strength of the optical absorption and emission, and Rsp is the spontaneous emission value. Tau ph is the photon lifetime. Okay, and it is the spontaneous recombination. J is the current density, that is the injection current density. So now if suppose this d phi by dt, that is number of photon, d phi by dt is equal to 0 and dn by dt is equal to 0, then these two equations become Cn minus 1 by tau ph is equal to 0, that is greater than or equal to 0, because d phi by d here you know what is our value. That is d phi. When d phi by dt is equal to 0 means, so this Rsp value is a very negligible small value. So remaining value Cn minus 1 by tau ph is equal to 0. Okay. So from this you can find the value of electron density, and here the n is equal to nth in steady state. So substitute here n is equal to nth. So nth which is equal to this value go to the other side. So 1 by tau ph, take C to other side. So you got electron density value nth is equal to 1 by C tau ph. Similarly in the second equation, if you substitute dN by dt is equal to 0, and here the number of photons at steady state, a number of photons phi is equal to 0. Okay. So in this equation, this term is equal to 0. Cn phi is equal to 0. So only we have J. So at steady state, J value is equal to JTH and N value is equal to NTH. So from this, NTH is by tau sp is equal to JTH by QD. Okay. So now, see, listen. So we got two equations, and here if you see, take that same two equations, but here don't want to substitute this Rsp value is equal to 0, because both photons and electrons are present in steady state condition at lasing threshold. So here there is no the Rsp value 0, or here this phi value is 0. So write the two equations as it is at steady state condition. So here the th value is nth, and see here also nth. Okay. So now add these two equations. Okay. If you add these two equations, what happen? Here this value and this value get cancelled. Okay. These two values, positive and negative value, get cancelled. So now using this equation, you can find the value phi s by tau ph. Okay. So you got this value, and here phi is equal to, so take tau ph to the other side, and tau ph which is tau ph by qd, and here this j can be written as j minus jth. Okay, so when j minus jth value is there, and here that is, so here from these two equations you can write in this form, correct? J minus jth by QD. If you take LCM in this form, so this tau pH goes to the other side, and it becomes tau pH by QD into J minus TH. And here cross multiply. If you got then you got tau pH into RSP. So from this equation you can find the steady state photon value. Okay, so you got tau ph by qd j minus jth plus tau ph or so. In previously we have find the electron value. Okay, that is electron in steady state, that is nth value from this equation, and here we have find the steady state photon value. Okay, and next the external quantum efficiency. You know, external quantum efficiency is the number of photons emitted in electron hole pair recombination. So it is given by this equation. Okay, where ni eta I is the internal quantum efficiency and gth is the threshold gain, and it is the absorption coefficient, which gives the value q by Eg dp by di. Okay, so what is Eg energy? Band gap value, and it is a small change in the optical power, and there is a small change in the current. There is an incremental change which is given by, normally we will write there is an I plus di. Same thing, del I, which can be written as di. Okay, so this is about the external quantum efficiency. And next one, resonant frequency. In order to check the resonant frequency, we are substituting the phase value e power minus j2 beta ls equal to 1. Okay, so you can equate, that is 2 beta l is equal to 2 pi m. So here what is beta? Beta is equal to 2 pi n by lambda. Okay, and from equation 2 you can write m is equal to beta l by pi. Okay, so from this what is here L is equal to, what is beta value? 2 pi by lambda. So substitute beta is equal to 2 pi n by lambda. Okay, so substitute beta is equal to 2 pi n by lambda. So 2 pi n by lambda L by pi. Okay, so now this pi get cancelled and you will get L 2n by lambda. So take this 2n to the denominator value. Okay, so lambda by 2n. So now this lambda value is equal to c by v. We know c is equal to v lambda. Lambda is equal to c by v. So in the place of lambda, substitute c by v. So you got m value as 2lnv by c. That is the integer number. Okay, that is cavity. This cavity will resonate at integer number m of half wavelength. Okay, so this is the value of integer, that is 2lnv by c. Okay, so it is a function of the frequency or wavelength. So here the waveform will get in the Gaussian form. So the equation for Gaussian form representation is given as 0 exponential minus lambda naught the whole squared by 2 sigma squared. Okay, so what is lambda naught? It's the wavelength at the center of the spectrum. Okay, and sigma is the spectral width of the gain. So we have studied the three types of mode. What are the three types of mode? Latitude mode, longitude mode, and another one is the transverse mode. Correct? Okay, so longitudinal mode is related to the length of the cavity, and here it is used to determine the principal structure of the laser, and lateral structure is related to the width of the cavity, and it is used to determine the shape of the structure, and transverse mode related to the electromagnetic wave field, and it is used to determine the lasing principle. Okay, so here the transverse mode electromagnetic means that is TE and TM modes. Okay, arises, and there is one or more reflections of the propagating waves. Okay, so to find the frequency spacing, so in previously we got m is equal to 2lnv by c. So in this place m you write, because it represented by the integer m minus 1. Okay, so in the place of m substitute m minus 1, 2ln by c. Okay, and for m, what is the equation? 2ln by c vm. Okay, in the place of v we are substituting vm, that vm minus 1. So now subtract these two equations. While subtracting, this value is equal to 1, and you got this value, and take this as a del v. So subtracting to this value, this is a del v, this is a frequency spacing. So del v can be written as c by 2ln. Okay, so now del v value is 2c by 2ln. So it can be related by, with the frequency spacing can be related to the wavelength. It can be related using the formula del v by v is equal to del lambda by lambda. So from this you can find the value of del lambda. Okay, so here in this place del v, substitute this equation 11. So if you substitute it, you got this value, and c you know lambda v, lambda is c by v. Okay, so now in the place of c, substitute lambda into v. So lambda squared by, so in the place of c, substitute which value? Lambda v. Lambda divided by 2ln v. So v get cancelled, and you got lambda squared by 2ln. Okay. So it is the output spectrum, that's a Gaussian output spectrum with the exact number of modes, and it is spacing depend on the laser construction. Okay.